Word. Word.
And you ruined it! You ruined it! You pig!
You're
Always.
a potato.
I see we're off to a good start already. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the open mic-ish these days. Article? Wait, no, not quite. We do have... No, actually, we don't seem to actually have any articles this time, except for a blog entry that I wrote a long time ago, because that was suggested as an idea to go through my old blog, as much as it will pay me immensely to do so.
It was my idea.
I thought it was mine.
Shut up.
That sounds logical from both of you. They're horrible people.
You sound like Ark doing this is a bad thing.
Yes, the...
Well, for him.
No, you won't revoke the interval if you never had a wrench previously in this channel, because, well, I haven't revoked any wrenches yet.
Timberwolf has got a wrench to me.
No, it doesn't know. It's never taken away, I reckon. So, revoking could not possibly be the case. More along the lines of just wasn't seeing use previously.
Also, your voice is a lot deeper. Did you finally hit puberty? Are you finally going to grow a full beard?
That is an important point there.
I don't understand why my voice should be any deeper than it is ever.
Honestly, it sounds more like you're at 0.8 speed right now.
I really have. You know, maybe just I need more caffeine. It hasn't kicked in yet. I haven't spun up, as it were. So this is just how I apparently sound when I'm just, again, lamenting my resolution to remain sober until June. Right. Where were we? Welcome, everyone. Please be sure to like, subscribe, blah, 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 or not, whatever. We're doing things different here because I've been going through article weights for a long time now, and I think I need a break. Plus, it seems like that's what I'm doing on the side because well, more often than not. So, more ideas are required. I'm joined, as you can see, by Haven the Hand, Roman, Gray, Izu,
Hey.
Dollar Bill, Smoking Rat,
Hello.
and I think that's about it.
Oi! Say my name or say my name.
Oh,
or
Orla,
I'm gonna
right,
make your
I
voice
was
go
wrong.
higher.
We've got Orla Seraphin as well. I almost forgot you, Orla. I'm so sorry.
Don't make me lick your face.
Get me the ball crusher.
Right away,
has
mistress.
that. You can't say anything to that.
No. No. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare.
I'm not going to
Don't you
use
fucking
it.
Arketer.
I mean, if I was reckless with it, you would probably develop resistance, and I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm going to make sure that it's potent.
Infidel, the gas you're thinking of is sulfur hexafluoride.
It is.
I don't like the stick.
Sulfur hexafluoride. Hey, I'll have to get my hands on that.
Let's
Fun.
break that Google on YouTube.
Yeah.
By poisons and
You're gonna
acid.
have to get your hands on. So it sounds like you got through puberty.
Yes, I don't know why
Dragon
again
that-
it should sound any deeper than usual. Things.
You
Change.
sound really.
Did you get a drink from the chemistry lab?
No, because that would qualify as inebriation and therefore be a violation of my prohibition.
I still say his balls finally dropped.
You would. Well, let's see. What should we start with? We've got quite a few novel things. I think I see a certain theme regarding, you know, celebrating other cultures, but that will probably be held off for later. Should we go to the blog post first, or shall we take part and enjoy some poetry, maybe?
Let's go with the blog first.
Okay, well...
Rip it off like a bandage.
Yes, indeed. Starting in 2014, I maintained a blog. I was supposed to have 2 entries a week, but eventually burned out and developed a severe neurosis for writing anything. But, nevertheless, here's the second entry. The first one, of course, having been deleted, and no one will ever find out what happened to it. Deep 7, number 2. I apparently can be asked to keep track of the number of these, so that ended quickly. Progress continues. My usual catchphrase and moral. The first task of any construction is to establish a solid foundation. As hoped, if not necessarily expected, the Nanite constructors are seeing to that at an extraordinary rate, while at the same time laying the groundwork for tapping into abundant geothermal energy. While I have projects I will hope will render geothermal energy ultimately necessary, it will be a profound boon to have it available as a starting point. That said, while the nanites have been forming specifications, I cannot say the same for my henchpeople who were to the on-site observers. Apparently, during the dull moments, they saw fit to troll the internet, and after reading some sort of divisive article on crack.com, got into a heated discussion over something called Pound Gamergate. I believe I wrote on a potentially related issue before. Moving on, henchperson 8744832487, for our purposes here on out, apparently said something along the lines of how gamer bullies were getting their comeuppance. To which henchperson pound 6553292, likewise 65, took offense, calling the statement and many similar articles offensive and labeling all gamers as being misogynistic bullies. 87 then pulled up an example of someone receiving death threats, which 65 retorted were probably empty hot air from horrible people. 87 scolded 65 for victim blaming and stated quite plainly that they were exactly the sort of misogynist that desperately needed to be quote-unquote spanked. 65 protested there were no such thing and called 87 a hypocrite bully. They then pulled up a death threat against some pro-Gamergate university professor, which 87 immediately likened to a case during the Obama-McCain election, when McCain supporter faked an assault by a pro-Obama supporter, going so far as to claw a bee, or Barack, presumably into their skin, in a mirror, and thus backwards. And this remains true. Personally, learning about this was the high point of the whole altercation as far as Schadenfreude goes.
That's great.
Yeah, it was an
That's
extraordinary
like writing genius on your forehead using the mirror.
It's very much like that. In case, clawing in B in the mirror. In any case, cutting it short, the argument escalated into each of the parties calling the other a variety of names and culminated in attacking each other's remote mini-sub using manipulators as battering rams. Estimated losses are one mini-sub and considerable damage to the other, which at least remain retrievable. More level-headed henchpeople have removed the aforementioned from the posts and confined them to their quarters the remainder of the deployment. When they return, I plan on seeing to the amnestic administration and dismissal personally. For those concerned, no, this is not euphemism for execution. I have remotely installed website filtering software to block all relevant sites from cracked to the blogging sites that set this tire fire ablaze with their hyperbole-laden infantile efforts. At some point, I may have to see about arranging a course in civil discussion for my employees. Still, all things considered, no grave setbacks have resulted. This was posted by myself at 11:07 a.m. on Thursday, September 25th, 2014.
Also, for the record, I think I know why you're deeper.
Huh?
Not you, Steam.
Okay.
We all know why she's deeper. It's engineered that way.
Is
In
it
Ark's case,
depression?
I believe... No, you've got one of those filters from Steam that you've purchased, and it's activated in the background and is making you deeper. This happened to Joke on one of his streams before. While it's set to normal, it's not actually normalizing.
Well, if there's a filter been installed on the audio front, I'm unfamiliar with it. Let's see, go in chat, nothing there. I haven't loaded up the D-Live chat. If anyone's watching on D-Live, forgive me for missing your messages. The last time, though, was just some man typing out recursively, "Fack you, something, fack you."
But yeah,
I don't think
with
it's
this girl,
difficult. I
with
mean,
this girl who like scratched a bee in her skin, I kind of get it. I scratched into people's skins before.
It kind of looks more like a penis, to be honest.
Kind of like a
well,
kinda
that
looks
would
like
be
a bad
more
attempt at drawing boobs.
apt. If I remember correctly, I made a point of linking to each article. Let's see if it still works. Yes, here we go. Young Republican who claimed...
Steam.
Yep, young Republican who claimed Obama's border carved
say
letter
it,
B on her face during
don't.
robbery made the story up, police say. This was updated on 27th of October 2008. A McCain campaign volunteer who claimed she was robbed, pinned to the ground, and had the letter B scratched on her face by a Barack Obama supporter made the whole story up, police said. Ashley Todd, 20-year-old college student from Texas, admitted the story was false, including the claim that the B stood for Barack. Rita Bryant, the assistant chief of the police department's investigating divisions in Pittsburgh. Todd was charged with making a false report to police, and Bryant said police doubted her story from the start. It might have been the backwards B, you think?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the one that looks like she drew it with her primary hand in a mirror.
They're not pulling punches on this article, though. Liar! Ashley Todd, a 20-year-old college student from College Station, Texas Center, is led from Pittsburgh Police Headquarters by detectives. Dressed in an orange hooded sweatshirt, Todd left police headquarters in handcuffs late on Friday and did not respond to questions from reporters. Oh no. Oh, now this is what I find funny. Todd told investigators she was attempting to use a bank branch ATM on Wednesday night when a 6'4", 1.93 meter, black man approached her from behind, put a knife blade to her throat, and demanded money. She told police she handed the assailant $60 and walked away. Todd, who is white, in case you missed that in the previous photo, it's very important to note that this person is white. The skin color is very important to this story for some reason. Todd, who is white, told investigators she suspected the man didn't notice a John McCain sticker on a car. She said the man punched her in the back of the head, knocked her to the ground, and scratched a backward letter B into her face with a dull knife.
Well, as a black woman, I am very offended by this.
Excuse me. As a black woman, I am very offended by this.
Ladies, you're both horribly, horribly ugly.
Thank you.
How fucking dare you?
Oh, he's just speaking the truth.
I am a queen. I am a queen.
If she breathes, she's a queen.
I'm clearly the blackest one here.
I don't know. I think on the scale of white to black, I'm probably closest in grayscale. And most of you are rather pink.
I mean,
Maybe a bit
Technically,
orange-ish
pink is
in some
closer to
cases.
black than white
Okay,
is.
okay.
Yes, but what is gray?
It's
I'm
pale
more gray
white.
than white. This is demonstrated by my very shirt versus my skin.
Arketer, you're more. Okay. Let me sort this out. Arketer is the blackest one here. I'm second blackest, and Haven's Asian.
Yeah.
But this is something I forgot. This is important because it's hilarious. Todd 20 claimed the mugger launched his vicious attack after seeing a McCain sticker on a car and screamed, "I'll make you a Barack supporter!"
Yeah, they sure say that.
I'll make you a horror supporter, Arketer.
There, are you happy now?
He's got the stick.
Get the stick away from me. Get the stick away from me. Get it away from me.
Your
Get
stick
it
is
away-
curved
get
there,
away-
Ark.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare.
He's probably from overusing it.
Stop
Poke at
it.
her again.
Look,
Poke
you
her
gotta
again.
alternate hands
Stop
here.
it.
Keep the bin down.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare. Don't.
That's a pretty cool stick.
Don't you fucking dare.
Women love Arketer stick.
Why do I hate this thing so much?
I think it's the same equivalent that a cat has to, like, the thing with the ball and string. Like, it's just, you want to kill it, but before it kills you.
It's a stick. I shouldn't act like this.
Woof.
Very special stick. Yeah. And it's what the audience demands. I I'm an entertainer after all.
The audience demands Ark stick.
And if it should discourage you from, ASMRing all up in here.
You
So much
sick, evil fuck. I'm impressed.
I have to say, sometimes I do fear that playing the character of Arketer is being a bit of a bad influence on. And of course, I've surrounded myself with some of the worst role models imaginable, so...
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, thank you. So sweet of you to say.
I am a great role model. I can show you all kinds of things that you would not believe in the slightest there are.
If he's your role model, Chris Hansen's going to be right to your house very soon.
I am a
That's a bit
perfect
low.
lady, thank you
Roman's
very
a lot
much.
of things, but not something Hansen would have an interest in.
Yeah, I take that back. I'm sorry about that.
No, but I am a perfect lady, thank you very much.
That was good.
I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah, round of applause.
Yeah, that was
can-
sweet sauce.
And
Done
looking
better.
back at 2014, I certainly never expected I would wind up here. This context.
You
I can
love
just
it.
imagine his will to live leave him slowly, like bit by bit, every single time a sound leaves Miss Deem's mouth.
What was that scene? What was that?
I said you love it, baby.
Don't. No.
Get stick.
Curiously
Wait,
enough,
is it
the contract between the
that was-
Hera Foundation and Arketer Labs makes this entirely legit. It was a bit of a loophole, apparently. I'm feeling not quite so depressed now. This was good.
Wow, the 1954 stick loophole. I'm familiar with that one.
Yeah,
Well, it's
There
sort
was
of
a loophole? Fuck.
we might need
come
to
on.
examine this.
as if you haven't exploited quite a few of your own.
She does exploit a lot of holes.
Ugh.
Exploits holes constantly. Disgusting, really.
Well, I'm sorry if I'm the most educated person in fucking 1860.
Hey, Art, could the foundation, my foundation, examine that stick for any anomalous properties?
No, sure. We're very clear here that the Arketer Labs does not deal in anomalous things the Foundation would otherwise want to contain. We've occasionally hosted some items they've contained. The Hollow Prophet's still wandering around here somewhere. Well, not here, no. They shouldn't be here. They should still be in the Abyssal facility. Other than that, no. We don't... The Arketer Labs does not risk the ire of the Foundation. We don't wisely do that.
They are incompetent, though.
Well, that depends on which
Yeah.
iteration of the Foundation you're dealing with. I mean, look, they've gone through various alternate realities. You don't know what you're dealing with in most cases. Incompetent or not, it's best to just keep them happy and somewhere off the premises.
Exactly.
Why do I hate
Oh,
that
and
stick
we're
so
there.
much? Ugh, I don't know.
I don't want to explain it, Steve. Again, as I said, we're not going to risk you getting desensitized.
Explain it,
Let's
damn it!
Just avoid making it necessary, and we're all going to be reasonably happy. And if I have used the stick, then at least I'll be reasonably happy for a brief period of time before I remember what I used to be once.
So wait, you
I'm
named the
supposed
stick
to dominate
Prozac?
you, not the other way around.
In any case, I'm feeling a bit wistful. How about some poetry?
Fine.
Okay, I suppose.
Your eyes, they flicker like...
Not Vogan poetry.
Oh no, not Vogan poetry. Actually, I wrote about my own original poem today on Twitter. It was in reference to apparently Biden coming up with a really wicked burning nickname for President Trump, or as he calls them, President Tweety. Ooh, sick burn. Wow. That, oof. How dare, wow.
Oh man, they named the president after a lovable cartoon character. That'll get him.
Yes, Biden has really scorched the very soul. But, it inspired me to a rhyme. I'll go ahead and do the recital for you now. It's the beginning of the end for the Trump administration. The walls are closing in. This is the smoking gun. We swear it. This time. Once again.
After the fifth time.
As much effort as I felt it deserved. I was pleased with it. I think that it needs to go. You know, that's just something to keep in mind every time you swear that. It's really busted the man now.
What they can nail Trump to the wall on is 2 Scoops Gate, honestly.
2 Scoops Gate.
Oh.
Yes.
That was an event from like 2 years ago where...
It's infamous at this point.
Where, you know, CNN spent like an entire week of time hounding Trump after he did the heinous crime of giving everyone, setting up a dinner party. And, you know, for dessert, everyone got a scoop of ice cream. But Trump was greedy, evil enough to get 2 scoops when everyone else only got 1.
Despicable.
And this did not end the Trump administration?
And to think, this was right on the heels of him ordering a bunch of McDonald's for a sports team that was visiting.
But what about the time he overfed goldfish in a koi pond?
That bastard.
Right after the Prime Minister of Japan did. But that's not important. The important thing is Trump was reckless with the fish food. The orange bad man. All so tiresome.
I love how like Western white people who have never experienced Japanese culture are telling Japan that Trump disrespected their culture when the Japanese people going, he didn't disrespect our culture. Seriously, the Japanese literally went like, they didn't disrespect our culture, he was really polite. And the West and like Western white people at the moment are going like, no, you don't get it. He disrespected your culture, and it's like, you don't know anything about their culture. Stop.
Silence ethnicity. I, a white person, will be offended on your behalf. You don't know how offended you should be, but I do.
The worst thing is Japanese people actually love it when other people from other cultures make an effort to try and appreciate their culture, like watching anime, dressing up in kimonos. Yes. Kimonos are actually a very common gift for foreigners when they visit.
Yeah.
They know what cultural appropriation actually is. It's a sincere form of flattery.
Yeah. Japanese people actually get really giddy if they see a white person wearing a kimono. Yeah. And ironically, saying that don't wear a kimono because you're cultural appropriating, that pisses off Korean and Japanese people a lot. So just saying that. So.
Not to mention, Trump's over 6 foot and blonde. The Japanese love that.
Oh, I'm blue-eyed.
Yeah.
I'm blue-eyed. They love blue eyes.
And green.
And if they should find funny to see random white Americans in kimonos, that could also be perfectly okay.
It is perfectly okay.
I don't think you should expect to see them. Americans should be angry over that, and vice versa. Really quite vexing.
It is perfectly okay. I had my kimono. I don't have any more, but I had my kimono and I bought it off a Korean woman. She was happy. She got the money off me.
This reminds me of the "It's my culture, not a costume" annual Halloween whinges. Oh well, we'll see that again in October, I'm sure. We'll move on. We've done something different this time around, additionally, in loading up a watch together.
Oh no, we're all fancy and shit now.
Yes.
Can't you tell just how fancy we are, Steam?
And you ruined it for them.
Indubitably.
You know, I need to get...
You mispronounced it.
I've just realized what I need to do. I need to modify my goggles to have some clips right here that I can just snap a monocle on.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh, hang on.
It's not a bad idea.
I've got a monocle, actually.
I have glasses with only one lens in them. Does that count?
Have one too.
There you go.
I'm not gonna half-ass it.
Cool, it's fine. There you go. There you go.
If that's the standard Yuzu.
It's the best I can do on short notice.
There you go. I have my monocle.
I'm sad
I don't
that
have
all
the
of my
magnetic brow to
glasses
keep the
are-
monocle there, so I'm just holding it.
No, you need to do it with your eye sockets.
Yeah,
Don't tell her to do that. She's gonna put her eye out.
it's true. Like, somehow it's just gonna, like, put it there, and then it's like, everything's gonna explode somehow.
I may have left my monocle in the abyssal facility. I'll
Shut up!
find
I'm
out
never
when
going.
later.
I'm never going to lose this eye.
Again.
I'm sure transplants are standing by. Moving on. Someone has taken the liberty of transcribing some of the inadvertent poetry of Joe Biden
Oh, I'm Joe Biden's husband?
and attempted to do a recital of their own. Let's just have a listen.
Yeah.
Yes. Control that.
Why don't wear these shits?
We cannot let this. We've never allowed any crisis from the Civil War straight down to the pandemic of 17, all the way around 16. We have never let our democracy 6-second fiddle. Way that we can have a democracy and elections and at the same time correct the public health. Look, the reason why I'm running is because I've been around a long time and I know more than most people know and I can get things done, and that's why I'm running. And you want to check my shape? Let's do push-ups, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do. You said I set up my son to work in an oil company. Isn't that what you said? Get your words straight, Jack. I'm not going to get in an argument with you, man. But look, Fat. Look, here's the deal. I mean, you got the first Fat. Look, here's the deal. I mean, you got the first mainstream African-American who's articulate and bright. That's a storybook, man. Why? You're getting nervous, man. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay.
Very
We have to
insightful.
take care of the cure. That'll make the problem worse no matter what. No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. We've been through this before with the coronavirus. We've been through this with all the, We've been through this before with the, dealing with the viruses that the N1H1 visits. 1.2 billion, so you go ahead and stack spaghetti sauce at a store and in a supermarket. You control the guard, the woman that runs the rubber run, brings out the carts on a forklift. 150 million people have been killed since 2007, when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers from liability. And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. And so he was up on the board and wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you get off that board, or I'll come and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you outside. Give me a break. Anybody who can throw coal into a furnace can learn how to program, for God's sake. In Delaware, the largest growth of population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go into a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts without having a slight Indian accent. We hold these truths to be self-eminent, the man, woman created by you know the thing. I sit on the stand and get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool, rub my leg down, so it was straight. And then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it, so I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap, and I love kids jumping on my lap. Poor kids are just as bright and talented as white kids.
No.
Beautiful.
I say if they're concerned, don't vote for me.
Whatever the costs are relating to that.
No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
Why? You're getting nervous, man. Calm down.
Calm down. It's okay. And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And to get hot, I got hairy legs. that turn blonde in the sun. 1.2 billion. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings out the carts on a forklift.
Whatever the costs are relating to that.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Very nice, very nice. Oh, my vision. Oh, God.
I feel the need for a cappuccino now, man.
I feel the groove.
My soul has been enlightened.
If you want, on the topic of Joe Biden, I threw in Chris Ray Gun's Joe Biden autocorrect speech, and you want to skip about 1 minute in for that to start.
Is that so?
Stupid Chinese piece of shit.
The premise is that if you
you have Corona Eye now.
Yes.
Shit.
If you start a tweet, say I'm Joe Biden and I'm running for president, and then let autocorrect fulfill the rest, it sounds like an actual Joe Biden speech.
Pardon, where did you send this?
It's in the Hangouts chat.
Could you mind tossing it, Squad? Hangouts chat is difficult to access.
Fair enough, mate.
We can load that up and have a listen. Certainly, I'm a big fan of.
If I'm not careful, I might lose this eye.
Please be careful.
Thank you.
Or just that one. There we go.
Thank you, Hanson.
What have I said? I must be quite fatigued.
Don't worry. Just say, thanks, babe, make lovey-dovey eyes, she shrivels right up.
Is that spray paint?
Watch.
Thanks, babe.
Still sounds like a real Joe Biden quote.
Excuse me, I just threw up on myself.
I've dealt with a lot of malarkey over the last couple weeks.
Oh, it is Tuesday.
And I'll
The Joe Biden speech is written by you and predictive text.
You know, I gotta be real with y'all. I've dealt with a lot of malarkey over the last couple weeks, several months. And I'll tell you what, I get a lot of stupid questions hurled my way. I get people asking me, Joe Biden, why are you running for president? Well, I'll tell you why, fat. I'm running for president because Trump has been a socialist. And he's the only person that wants to go to the movies with me. I'm running for president because I don't know if I can get a new job. Because I don't want to be a boy, and so he can instruct me to duck out of town. And I don't want to be telling any tales out of school, but you guys got to really understand me when I say this. I want to blow up the government. I was in the news and I don't know what to do. Trump and I think I've spent a lot of time on the internet and the Minecraft stuff. LOL. And I don't know what I mean. Yeah, like that door. I was a kid. I lived in a house with a heart murmur. And let me be crystal clear. I have a lot of work to do with that info. And I think that the best way to get to the top spot on any Android device is to buy a new one. Now, a lot of my critics say that I have a problem with younger kids. I have a problem getting the young vote. And I tell those people, just hold your mouth, hold your little lips shut, fat, because I'm gonna way I can get it myself to get the kids. And I can get the kids. What time are we? So everybody with anything to say about my character and my qualifications, I say to you, I am a bit of a gimp. And I'm glad. And let me tell you something. I'm sorry, man. Let me tell you something, you lying dog-faced pony soldier. I have to go to the pub freely. And I have to go to the pub freely. And I have to go to the pub freely. And I have to go to the pub freely. And I have to... What do you mean? What are you saying? What do you mean that's irrelevant? Listen, Jack. I just want to be president. You should vote for me because I'm scared of what this world holds. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what year you are. Or how old you is. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Someone help me. Someone. But the Rona's got us stuck indoors.
So, that actually is brilliantly. That, of course, was Chris Raygun. The links have been posted in the chat, so you can, of course, jump over to their much better content at will. And, you know, it's promoted in that way.
Their content
kind of put off by using the Mass Effect.
Yes, I recognize the soundtrack as well. I'm amazed they got away with that. I was expecting modern Bioware or E8, all over them.
By the way, I added a song about a stick, and I thought it was very fitting to our subject of the stick earlier. It's in the Watch Together.
What
Who is
about
it?
stick?
No, bad reading. The Bring of the Last Jedi. Okay, well then. First off, I'm going to copy that link, post it in the chat for, accessibility reasons, and then let's go ahead and have a listen of my stick. Most of you probably are familiar with bad lip reading already. They do some excellent stuff. In this case, they can't help but send the material.
Where's the fire, sir? What the? Oh no. Where you off to? Just this party in the garden. Nice. How about I join you? How about you don't? Son, come back. Hey! But, I told you to stop!
Is this Blue Harvest?
Now that's a fire. Listen, son. Knock you in your head with my stick, with my stick. You gon' have a mark from my stick, from my stick, my stick, my stick. My stick is better than bacon. You can't touch my stick. I don't wanna. Yeah, you want my stick. Dunk your coconut with my stick. Look at my stick. You gon' feel the wrath of my stick. Feel my stick. My stick. My stick. My stick is better than bacon. You can't touch my stick. It's just a stick. It's my perfect stick. My stick is my friend, born from a log. Everyone can see it's better than bacon. Why'd you get so crotchety and mean? Look at my stick. Why'd you drink that creature's milk is green? Got me sick. My stick, my stick, my stick is better than bacon. You can't use my stick, but it's just a stick. Don't you like my stick? No, it's just a stick. It's my perfect stick. My stick and me take walks every day. Past the hooligans down by the ocean. When they laugh at my stick, then they learn how my stick is much denser than bacon. Bought a little piggy and I let the little piggy run amok. Blowing up the stick, little piggy kept waking me up. We'll all fight about which birds are the best birds. Everybody can agree that seagulls are the worst. I kiss my stick, you can't pick up my stick, keep your mitts off my stick. I disappear for years, then reappear, I keep it chewing at my stick.
Ruined it!
When I was a little bitty kid, I had found my mighty stick, and I did, I could break your stick, use my brain. My stick? I could make you wish you could feel pain. Not my stick, my stick, my stick, my stick is better than bacon. You can't touch my stick, I don't want your stick. Yeah, you want my stick, it's just a stick. It's my big boy stick. Bought a bag of venom and I wish I really, really, really didn't. Nobody has a good reason to own a bag of venom. Poke on my wrist sometimes 'cause I like how it hurts. Everybody can agree that seagulls are the worst. I kiss my stick, it's my stick. You can't pick up my stick, keep your mitts off my stick. Everyone can see it's better than bacon. It's my stick, it's my stick, it's my favorite.
What?
Everyone can see it's better than bacon.
Yeah, I'm pretty much better. Thank you for recommending that.
You can't touch my stick. I don't want your stick.
No worries.
Yeah, you want my stick. It's just a stick.
Fucking NPC.
Sorry, what?
Seagulls.
Fucking NPC.
That was a bit abusive of the stick. I do feel a bit bad about that. But, you know, it was a musical. I felt it was necessary.
Having a good time and you ruined it.
Don't
worry, I'm gonna make
I
a
had a
party.
fantastic time. That was a really
make a party.
slice.
I am so gonna make you pay in for enemies.
No, I believe you owe me revenge as it is.
Oh yeah.
See, I told you, it was very important that you not know the when and how. If you'd known, you'd have prepared, and it would have been so much less
Your
entertaining.
revenge. Is this stick your revenge?
My stick is better than bacon.
Oh, you dirty son of a bitch. I underestimated you. You're hotter than I thought.
Do you want to rephrase that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty clear to see that Ark is white hot.
I like
Furthermore,
a salad.
you're slowly migrating off of your camera.
Good.
Agreed. Okay, well then, let's move on. You know, we got 2 minutes left. There's a message to leave on. We're going to learn more about other cultures, following the theme of, you know, cultural appropriation not being a bad thing. See, when you appropriate something of a culture, it's saying that culture has something so good, you want it to be part of your culture. It's a very sincere compliment, and after all, it can't be forced.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why
the people who are
it's
saying
complimentary.
appropriating Well, the people who are complaining about appropriating other people's culture, by the way, you're appropriating my culture by wearing fucking top hats and fucking wearing dresses. You're welcome.
But
you're appropriating my culture by having autism.
Arketer sounds like an AI. Really? Honestly, I don't know what could possibly be different. Well, I have one theory, but it's not relevant. Look, someone's found another cure for COVID-19. An Islamic cleric discovers a cure for coronavirus by mixing fresh camel piss in cow's milk and drinking it straight while it's desert warm. Now, everyone else in the call can't hear the audio, but
I see.
do you really want more sensory input?
I still think it's a kingdom. I still think it's a kingdom. I think he just wanted to drink camel piss because that's what he got us off to. That's my theory.
All doing this wearing a dapper suit.
What?
I would like to point out
Yes.
that there's still the Muslim people who believe that shoving lavender up your ass also is cure-all. I think that they're just taking it in from both ends.
Well, we discussed this. Apparently it was essential oils that applied directly. I believe it was somehow supposed to be a preventative cure.
Well,
and I have to say that in context, that's much less disgusting.
Yeah.
You can just rub the oil on your butt.
Well, see, they claim that it also would like clear like mucus in your throat. So I'm just curious how high they'd have to shove it up there.
I still think that with the timing of that, with the perennial tanning and people shoving potatoes up their asses, it was just a really, really wrong cookie that got passed around.
No, really not.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it. Oh, you dirty bastard.
Chug a lug, chug a lug.
Drinking it. And it's in his
Ziggy
beard
Zaggy,
now.
Ziggy Zaggy, oi, oi, oi.
It's in his beard now. He's got camel piss on his face.
So we can save
He's
it
rating
later.
it right now.
So we can save it for later.
That's what you get for being stupid. Camel piss in the face.
See, and you wonder why I murder and eat people.
I'm just imagining you talking about how this camel's piss is better than the other camel's piss.
I guess this is why you don't eat halal, huh? Ola?
I guess that is.
You would be correct.
No. I
So
mean,
is camel
you
pee
know,
hello? I mean, Definitely not kosher.
So, who wants
I
to
can't.
appropriate this culture?
I'd rather hang
go.
myself.
I think the Germans already did.
You forgot about the golden shower people.
I mean, technically, we already appropriated that culture by stealing their numbers.
You know, I'm aware that there's a fetish community and there's always some terrifying internet subculture, internet community, water sports and so on, but they're not claiming it cures Chinese originating virus in December 19. Are they?
No. No, they're not.
You never know.
See, I don't think you're going to see many people in a rush to appropriate this one.
No.
Also, they're in a desert
Well,
wearing black.
no.
Is that terribly wise?
fine.
Actually, yeah. So white does make you cooler, but it actually attracts the sun, so you're actually more likely to get a sunburn. While black does the opposite. It makes you warmer, but you're less likely to get a sunburn because it attracts less light.
And it absorbs it.
Yeah. So it's basically, do you want a sunburn or heat stroke?
So he should probably get a looser suit if he's going to wear black in the desert.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
That's why you wear
things he should and should not do, clearly.
Yeah, so he's probably going to get a heat stroke instead of a sunburn. If he was wearing all white, he would get a
No, I'm
sunburn.
pretty sure
but
it's
we
well
can be cool.
adapted to it. See, I have a lot of hope for humanity because we are a very adaptable species.
All
Not
skin tones can
necessarily
get sunburn.
the members of humanity, but humanity as a whole, I have hopes for.
Yeah, we're pretty adaptable, I guess. Fuck, not again. Ugh.
Oh, technical difficult.
Yes.
Laws reason to torture animals while you're killing them to eat. I wouldn't know, but personally, I do think that circuit culture seem to be take the whole, killing painlessly a lot more seriously. Well, look, we mustn't criticize other cultures too severely.
Look, a little bit of beer makes the meat taste better. Right, Orla?
Yeah, we shouldn't judge other cultures. Also, fuck the Chinese.
Oh, this is incredibly faint.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of Fry and Laurie.
Elizabeth, I bring soup. I bring warm, nourishing soup the better to make you more well.
Victorian era, who are you, Laurie?
Let
Bry.
me help you to a little of this soup.
Yes.
I shall pour it so into this small dish or saucer. Can you, Elizabeth? Can you bring this small dish or saucer of soup to your lips?
Richard, I am trying to bring this small dish or
What?
saucer of soup to my lips, but the effort exhausts me.
Let me, Elizabeth, let me bring this small dish
Dennis?
or saucer of soup to your lips in this manner, cradling your neck thus, and introducing the soup as gently as I may know how.
So kind, Richard.
So, Talbot, Elizabeth, as soon as news reached me that you were in a decline, I drove from Hampshire like a man with the devil hot at his heels to bring you some broth. Broth? Cannot you see that this lady is ill, sir? I am helping her to a small dish or saucer of soup. She cannot be doing with broths. Soup! You dare to presume upon a sick girl with soup? Elizabeth, I cannot recommend that you endanger your delicate...
Okay, I was told this was relevant. I'm not.
It will be. It will be.
Broth is refined from pure
Yeah, it will. I think I've seen this before.
Oh, lamb's liver. I see.
Devil, fly away with your impudence. Of course it is not all. The brains of 7 young guinea fowl are delicately sieved through muslin and left to set in a jelly of ox blood.
Gentlemen, please.
Aye, and left to set in too warm a kitchen too, I'll warrant, thus curdling the whole into a mess unfit for an alien.
Just give it a minute, Steam. It'll reach your jaw, and you'll get lockjaw.
And to think I'm one who gets likened to Dr. Strangelove.
And thinned with pig's urine and goat sweat, imparting a delicacy of flavour and a rich, sustaining body that no thin, dandified soup could ever hope to attain. Thin, Dandified soup! By God, you'll pay for that insolence before this day is out, Talbot. This soup is reconstituted from a stock of boiled horse's rectum.
Did he just call him Froman?
German vomit.
Yes.
It is all very well, my fine young sir, but the proof of the soup is in the supping. Then sup on this, Talbot, and weep. If you can bear to be humble, then taste the broth of paradise. Excellent. Not bad at all.
The recipe for both these dishes, Henry's Broth and Richard's soup, is available on CFAX page 627. In the meantime, I'm going to have to decide which of these two to have sex with.
Bye.
Oh yes, my boyfriend
Fry's gay,
really
so
DIY enthusiast, DIY mad.
I know.
He should have. She should definitely have chosen Laurie in this context.
And now he's writing all these books to put.
Well, okay. So cultures in the past have made some really terrible decisions when it comes to cuisine, as medication, and yes, I guess certainly the UK could not claim to be immune for this. Even in the modern era, I've heard what your people eat, Steve.
Hey, our medical community is top notch, fucking top notch. Okay.
I'm surprised Lockjaw hasn't kicked in yet.
I got the flu, and how I got over that flu was eating monkey brains and tortoise soup.
Oh, so she's patient zero for AIDS.
And I've only been trepanned 3 times.
Glockopus.
It's the lockjaw.
Glockopus tortoise and monkey brains mixed together in a soup helps with the flu. It is common knowledge, for fuck's sake.
You know,
Are you trying to say Galapagos?
Time is slipping away from us, and I think we need to bury the hatchet. Let's just agree that we need to celebrate our differences.
We got to celebrate our differences. We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo.
Ooga booga.
We got to celebrate our differences. Nacho taco, chimichanga. 'Cause it's beautiful when the whole world sings together gracefully.
Ooga booga.
Inclusivity.
That was great.
I was surprised there weren't any clicks.
I guess, this is an excerpt. We don't have the full version. I assume that if, been allowed to go route, it would have gone for the full world tour.
I couldn't find the full version, but YouTube, it's completely fine because we've got 2 black people here and an Asian.
It's true.
Yep.
Haven's the Asian because she's yellow.
That's about right.
Yeah.
It's the light of my lamp.
No.
No, it's because you're Asian.
Don't.
You're,
take away from diversity.
Your photo race. I actually made that joke a week ago. The photonic, how photons interact with your skin is now your race. So whenever you turn off the lights, you're participating in blackface.
Oh no.
You let me listen to that one more time.
We got to celebrate our differences. We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo. We got to celebrate.
Hey, Killing Joke. You're saying I think it's just playing after all.
Cause it's beautiful when the whole world sings together gracefully.
I'm turning the light back on because I can't see shit of the computer.
Just look for the reflection off your face.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes, it is great to see that the ferry is back on. Side quest. In case you weren't knowing, time I missed the last side quest episode, it marked the return of Erlen, who's apparently in fairy hell or has been committed to an asylum somewhere. One of the two. Presumably, as they died and resurrected a few times.
She was in a drug. I thought she was in a drug-induced coma.
That might have been the case as well. I really couldn't say. It's their law to determine.
Technically, it would be multiple drug-induced comas.
I wish I could do that.
Well, repeat anyway.
Look
Okay, this is waiting. One more thing. First off, we've got 5 minutes remaining, so we get the shilling portion of the show. Please do tune into the Killing Jokes channel, which I keep on meaning to put in the description. It keeps on slipping my mind. If someone has... Joke, you've got a wrench. Put your link to your channel in there in your show if you can be asked. I'm going to pick it up. Hello?
Someone bothered me. And I didn't know the number, so no.
Roman, you ruin everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Make sure it's, not a family relative who's trapped in a rolled vehicle, slowly sinking into the river. And no one even saved them.
Look, if they had that point, they're fucked already.
So, am I related to Matt Foley?
I don't know, are you? Who the hell's Matt Foley?
He lives in a van down by the river!
Shut up, Roman.
I don't care about that. In any case, if you would like more music that might, is somewhat less likely to, at some point, put you on someone's list of people to hate and hypothetical Nazis on Twitter, then please tune into the Killing Jokes channel, which he's just linked there. He's streaming much more often, if much less predictably. I stream very predictably, but far less often. We, together, make one competent streamer.
Someone called me a Nazi once, which I found hilarious because we're way worse than the Nazis.
And anyone else that tells you that is lying and, crazy.
In other news, tomorrow is Side Quest Wednesday, featuring myself in the role of Arcturus, the Black Compass, the Killing Joker as the Killing Jester, Born Midnight as Pfizer Ikram, and Chatmore as Lyra Final Solution Windfodder.
Yay!
Uncontested Voth Jeopardy champion, which people would have caught if I hadn't muted that segment of the show when I really pissed them off by humming the theme. It's a golden moment.
Supposed to be...
It hurt me, but I was the villain.
I think I labeled her as Future Concubine 368. That's not right. I have more than 368.
Oh, is that so? Spanky!
How long have you been sitting on that?
Oh, I've been holding that reserve. It's going to be... I must be slappy.
Wait.
Sent you the link in Discord, handsome.
Is there like a longer exhale time the longer you've been holding it in?
Spanky. 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 Spanky.
You can spank me You can spank me anytime you like, Daddy.
Get away from me! Get away! Get away! Get away!
Poke and prod. Ow!
Now, if you're wondering why the rest of you aren't bothered too much, it's tuned to Steam specifically.
Oh.
If any of you are also feeling a tickle, just ignore it. It'll go away soon enough. Right. Well, then I promoted side quest. Most of you came here from that audience base, so you probably know where to go see it. If you're a member of Volunteer Reserve, link will be posted there, and of course, reschedule as usual. In other news, now's the other point where I show things available on the Frenemies Forever store, as some means to extract some value from the Faustian bargain struck with the Higher Foundation. The Redbubble Foundation, Redbubble has started offering masks now. So you can now get an Arketer Labs badge mask, a Cthulhu Mark mask, or even a Screaming Dirtpog mask.
Really? You didn't show off the best one? The Bloodmouth Carnist?
Oh, I was gonna say the shower curtains.
There's no shower curtain mask for them.
Oh.
But you are right, you can even get a bloodmouth carnist mask. Which I
Oh,
don't
and
have
check
a link
out
for.
my masks too. You cheeky fuck, I know what you're doing.
And that's right. There's all sorts of art that you can get from Miss Steam's coercively employed artist, blowing off steam that has been also sized for masks. But we'll put the Bloodmouth Carnist mask on display next time. That's a good point, Yuzu, but I really should have thought of that. Please note,
yeah, that's pretty.
Redbubble would like you to be aware that these masks are not meant for medical setting, and in reality will do very little to either prevent you from getting or prevent you from spreading Chinese origin virus in December 19. What they will do, however, is get the government off your ass if they've mandated you wear something in public. So there's that.
Or pants.
And for anime conventions.
And it's with these beautiful masks, it's a lot easier to rob people with.
Yeah, it's funny how this is clashing with all the other previous laws about not wearing masks in public because, you know, that's scary and people are scared of fancy faces. But now you have
also
to.
use them to grope people anonymously. I'm looking at you, Ark.
But we know it's you.
You bit my ass the other day, and then you complained you broke your corpse's teeth.
Buns of steel.
Well, a bit of my bun. But yeah.
Well, please note that the Bloodmouth Carnist image will be put on a mask very shortly indeed, because, wow, that is a hideous oversight. What was I thinking? Oh well, time's up. Thank you all for joining me for this stream. I will also be live Saturday with another show very much like it. And Thursday is, of course, the SCP file stream, where we'll be discussing an SCP file after reading it, and possibly reading dialogue in terrible voices we should all regret, but no longer have the capacity to feel shame for.
And having fake promises of escape from my artist. Yeah, I see the fucking streams.
You have
This
nothing
is
better
why,
to do
if there
with
were
your
any
time.
plans, I wouldn't go into detail on those streams, because I know you watch them too. Apparently blowing off steam tends to... I love this new thing.
Yeah, I lie to her. I tell her oh, I'm gonna go to my orgy or something like that.
Right. Thank you all for joining the stream.
Like
Nice
I
to
said,
see you
you have
again,
nothing better.
Tim Wolf. It's been... yeah, still trying to get a Daki maker for you. Wait, what? In any case, thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, so long as progress continues, success is inevitable, ostensibly. Thank you for joining from Izu, Orla, Smoking Rat, Gray, who departed suddenly. What reason? Dollar Bill. Am I missing one?
Me?
You're not
anymore.
You're missing like half the people here, technically.
Piece of shit.
Head in the hand, right. Mustn't forget Haven in the hand. That's very important.
Or rat.
Yay!
I said smoking rat.
You
sure? I
piece
didn't hear
of
you say
shit.
rat.
Get that stick away from me!